What's going on, everyone? My name is Ethan. I'm part of the Funded Elite team, and I conduct our trader interviews. We sit down with traders who successfully receive payouts and go deep into their process, their journey, the setbacks, and what shifted for them and what finally made it click. So today I'm with Tanesh. So why don't you start telling us who you are, where you're from, and how long you've been trading?
Hello, my name is Tanesh. I'm from France. I'm trading like for a year now, or maybe a year and a half. So I'm French, so don't mind for my accent. I started trading thanks to some YouTube video of TGR. I just saw it. I did the boot camp and stuff like that. And then I started to buy challenge accounts on PropFilm, and I didn't have how do you say? I had the strategy. I understand what I should do, but I didn't have the discipline or the psychology. Crazy mistakes, but some time practice and like when I started journaling my trades, I was able to finally have my first funded account with Funded Elite. And then it was like I had a second one, a third one, and yeah.
Love that. Love that. So let's talk about the payout itself, right? You've actually just gotten paid, and I want to know how you feel. And actually, if you don't mind, would you be okay with sharing your screen and showing the audience like the actual payout on the website, just so they could see like how much you've
Yes.
actually made so far from the prop firm? All right, guys, as you can see, he's actually gotten paid out today as well. And to kind of break down, what are all of the payouts from? I mean, I see a total of four right there, starting from
Yes.
the first one all the way till today. I mean, how do you feel? I
Uh,
mean, you gotten multiple payouts already.
my first one was the one I was relieved a lot because it's my first payout ever. Finally, I can do it. I can be profitable and stuff like that. And when I received
Right.
the amount, I was like, okay, this is real. So I was really happy about it. And now the second one, I can't just believe it because it's a big amount and it's many months of hard work, questioning myself, if I'm good to this and stuff like that. So
That's good. I'm glad. So you're good to stop sharing your screen now. So that's amazing. I mean, you've actually sacrificed a lot. You've worked hard, and making your first dollar online is the hardest thing, but also the easiest once you start getting the ball rolling. So I'm glad you're able to overcome that milestone and actually getting your first payout. So overall, I'm assuming you feel relieved and happy that you're able to
yeah,
pay the bills next month or anything like that. Awesome. Okay, well, why don't you talk about your trading strategy? Just like quickly go over like the methods you use.
so my main strategy, it's a known one on YouTube. You can find it. It's like the SMC concepts and ICT stuff like that. So I trade fair value gaps, the trend, Fibonacci when it's in the discount, liquidity sweeps, the break of structures, things like that. That's the strategy. It's like everyone knows about it, but the main part I will say it will be minimum reward that you have to be profitable. So me personally, I trade at three risk ratio. So if I'm risking $100, I would at least have 300 on my TP, and then only risk 1% per trade. Really important because if not, you will blow your account in one day,
Yeah,
and it's you can't afford that actually.
yeah. Now, hopping from, that question to this question now, with funded elites, right, we are known to have strict rules. Now, a lot of people complain about it, and that's okay. But for the people that are actually winning and getting payouts like yourself, what do you say about those strict rules? Do they keep you on your edge? Do they help you benefit from that and actually profit because you're not losing your whole account?
I had a good experience with your platform and your rules because I had two accounts. Like the first one is the funded classic, like you have to do a 10% challenge and then you
Yeah.
can trade as you want. It was easy for me. And I really liked the 1.5% per trade per day in a specific index because I was a guy who was overtrading. So this rule was when I buy the account, I was like, okay, it's annoying, but I knew it was necessary for me to keep me in the good ways to trade and become profitable. The second account that I have, there is a consistency on the when you get funded, you have a consistency of 30%, I think. So you have
Mm.
to have four winning days to get a payout. And this one also afraid me before because I was like, I never will get 4 days, four winning days in my life, but th- that's some rules that are maybe strict, but these rules helped me a lot to become profitable because before that I was on other prop firms. There was less rules, but I was able to blow my account in 1 day. So it wasn't helping me to become profitable.
That's good. And you said you had two accounts with us?
Yeah.
Got it. Did you pass the first time or were you able to
Uh,
do it a couple of times? You passed the first time?
yeah, I passed all my accounts with you the first times.
Oh, congrats. Love that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks.
I've seen a pattern of people often failing the first time and then also passing the second time. So I was just curious as well.
I failed like maybe 20 challenge, but on other prop firms. But with Funded Elite, my first account, I passed it. So I buy the another one. I passed it. I was so happy with you.
No, honestly, that's a good feeling because once you pass it, I mean, now you could actually start profiting and, just doing your thing that you've actually trained for. Now, speaking of other prop firms, how would you compare us to other prop firms? How's our system looking like compared to theirs, everything like that?
I really like in Funded Elite the specificities of account you propose. Because you have the one with consistency if I'm able to do it, the one with just 10%, the one flash account. Like there is so many options that you will find the one for you.
Yeah.
So me personally, I had so the flash and the classic, I think.
Hmm.
There is also instant, I guess. I don't
Yes.
remember. I don't like instant, but I guess you have. The first thing I will say is there is a lot of type of account you have, so I think it's a good thing. Then the rules are the rules are specific to this kind of account, so you can buy the one where the rules are matching with your trading skills and stuff like that. So it was good. And then when I was trading, it was nice. I like the analytics part you have on your
The
dashboard.
dashboard,
You
right?
can, yeah,
Hmm.
days by days. So it was, I think it's a nice prop firm, actually. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I'm glad that you actually pointed that out because it's a bit different because not a lot of firms have everything integrated into one, system, one website. There's a lot of integrations, like the dashboard, and then you see your daily planner with your market bias or goal planning, your notes, everything like that. Everything's good to go and ready for you to actually win. We're setting you up to win, and all that's left is to just use it, and try your best each day to stick to the rules and follow. Now, on to the next
Um,
question. You've been trading, right? You're profitable in terms of the recent payout that you just had with us. Any advice you would give to beginners watching this, getting their first payout or becoming profitable in a way?
My advice will be, I will point out the biggest mistake I did because I know all others will do it. It's overconfidence. Like I learned my strategy, but I was like, when I started to trade, I was like, I'm so good. I know my strategy. I can't fail. And I
Right.
was over trading because overconfidence. But the first thing you have to do is be like this market is ruled by so many big brains, big bangs, big things. You are nothing. When I enter a trade, I have to be sure 100% it's a winning one because I have really some good setups and not because I'm feeling confident. I have four or five things I'm seeing and I did my analysis and I'm okay with this trade. It's not just I'm feeling good. Let's go. Don't gamble.
Yeah.
Don't gamble.
So it's obviously just pre-analysis, making sure you're using 100% of your brain to go into this trade or potentially looking at a trade. Mentally wise, not having too much confidence into like being overconfident in a way,
Yeah.
because that will affect you mentally and make you overtrade, make you make the wrong decisions.
Yeah.
That's such a common problem. There's a lot of people doing it, a lot of beginners. So I'm glad you actually said that one more time out of like the multiple interviews I've had as well. Everyone's been saying that. Okay, well, awesome. And then one last question for you. What was the hardest part of your trading journey so far, whether it's in the beginning, in the middle, or right now, presently?
Just before I was funded, it's the moment, like I was trading for maybe 10 months now. I failed and I was like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. And I just wanted to quit all this trading stuff because I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not good at this. I can't do it. This is the moment, like the hardest one, because I really wanted to quit, and some things happened in my life, so it was really hard. Except trading, it was hard. So I was like, I'm not able to do it anymore. But I don't know why. I just woke up a day. I was like, just one more time. 2026, it was 2 or 3 January. I was like, one more time this new year, it's maybe your time. And this was the first time I buy the 100K funded. I know I did not have the money to do it again. So I was like, it's my last challenge. 100K, I pass it or I fail it, but this I will give it all. And it was right after the moment I wanted to quit. And after I was funded and I got my payouts. So I'm I'm happy now.
Congrats on that, brother. No, that's honestly amazing that you actually mentioned that just because it's hard, whether it's making money online with not just trading, just anything really, or starting your own restaurant or anything. There's always that mental demotivation that you always have that you want to just quit. But once you actually get over that, obviously, I'm sure since you got your payout, it's, well worth it. It was worth the sacrifice and all the pain you went through, huh?
Yes, finally.
Yeah. Awesome, brother.
Yes,
Well, thank you for sharing that, though. That's actually a very amazing emotional story. And honestly, I wish you the best, and wish you all the successful trading that you make in the future. Hopefully, you can get
thanks a
more
lot.
payouts with us as well. But I'm going to go ahead and end here as well. But thank you so much for being here with us, Tanesh. Again, everyone, my
Yes.
name's Ethan. I run the interviews here and I'm with Funded Elite. We will see you in the next one.